Hello, hello, hello. Tonight I am talking about SoundHound AI. SoundHound is a conversational artificial intelligence company. They make smart drive-throughs, smart ordering, smart chatbots, things like that. I first heard about them back in 2024 and took an initial position down in here. I had it for the run up that you see here, sold a little um, up in here and held the rest, and I'm still holding. Now, what's happening since then is we've seen it drifted lower, bottomed out, and then started a new uptrend. So that's what I'm going to be focusing on here is this new uptrend. Now, for the new uptrend, we are looking at a little bit of support right here at this previous high. Came down here, this it resisted, it broke above, but then it failed. So that indicates that that support level became a resistance level and now is a support level. And then you see over here more times where it's coming down close to the support level, and every time it bounces back up. So I'm hoping that that holds true this time for this little downtrend. So this most recent downtrend here, we peaked almost at 21 and it just started drifting lower. The volume's been really low down here. Um, and that's what these small caps do. They're a lot of them are news driven, and when there's no news, they sort of lose momentum and start to drift down, down as we see here. And what's really important is not that they're going down, is that they hold their support levels. So as long as this level holds, and then right below that, we have the 50-day moving average. As long as that holds, which is lending support, since these are very close together, you can see it sort of tested that 50-day today and bounced back up and closed right at the support level. So that's a good test. So what I would expect from this stock in the future is that it either going to bounce sideways for a little bit and resume that uptrend as long as the news is good. Now, the thing I want to mention is that earnings are on Thursday. So today is Monday, November 3rd. Thursday, November 6th is earnings. This is a news driven stock, as a lot of these stocks in the AI sector are right now, particularly the small caps. So, depending on how those earnings come out and what news circulates around with those earnings, that's going to determine this direction of the stock. So, if it's really bad and we breach this 50-day moving average and these support levels fail, we're looking to come down here probably, I would say, between this $10 range and $13 range, which is where the stock was bouncing around before this uptrend started. If the news is good or the earnings are good, or at least thought of as good, then we could see a nice bounce off this 50-day moving average and propel it into a new uptrend and quite possibly taking out this high here at 21. And if that happened, then we'd be going all the way back over to here. Um, the next level we would be looking to take out would be this high at 25. So, but before we do that, it's got a couple things have to happen. Like I said, earnings have to be decent. We got to get the stock back in an uptrend and has to take out the 21 level first, and then it will be looking at moving back to that 25 level. And for right now, for me, I say this stock is a hold. I wouldn't be taking a position here. Like I said, because of that earnings and because of the volatility surrounded with earnings. Now, you might get a little bit of a bounce here prior to earnings. Some people may buy in anticipation. People with a short position may close prior to the earnings to protect themselves. Um, if that happens, I doubt it's going to be much without news. I would say any bounce you're looking at is going to stall out right in this area of this 20-day moving average. You might see it intraday move up, but it's most likely going to hug here until we get more clarity and more information on the stock. So again, my opinion, it's a hold for this week at least until we see what happens with earnings. All right, good luck out there. Talk to you later.